I hate to say this, you have a mugshot now, but I said a few moments ago, I think this is a badge of honor. By the way, I like your approach here. You didn't smile. I know some PR people say, and actually some people think smiling is the way to go. Rob and I had a friendly debate about that. When you look at this picture, how do you process it? What do you think?
What I think is I'm fortunate to have a chance to fight for my country. I mean, you fought for our country in the military. You're fighting for our country right now with what you're doing. When you get an opportunity like I do to, stand up for other people, take advantage of it. I mean, I realize what's going on probably better than anyone. I realize how corrupt this is. I understand this system probably as well as anyone in the country. And I understand how they have perverted it. The idea that there are 4 cases going on, all brought by Democratic prosecutors against the main Republican candidate for president next year. You have to be some kind of an idiot not to realize that's politically motivated.
Yeah.
And a distortion of the criminal justice system.
And anti-democratic, totally anti-democratic. Do me a favor, Mr. Mayor. Stand by for just a moment. We have another portion of the Tucker Carlson conversation with President Trump.
If somebody else got in, other than me, they'll go at him just as viciously as they did me. These people are sick. They will go after them. And a lot of people say they won't be able to hold up. I do get credit for holding up quite well, I must tell you. I think it's...
How do you do that? How do you get indicted, every week and stay cheerful?
It's... I think it's a lot easier because I'm so high in the polls, because it means the people get it.
I think he's right. They would come after anyone else. It's that weaponized. I mean, my goodness gracious, no one almost stands a chance. I think we're very fortunate, actually. Donald Trump is a unique character. Let's face it.
He is.
And although he does get under their skin in a way that maybe another ordinary Republican wouldn't, but an ordinary Republican wouldn't have gone down there to shake things up like he did.
Well, I mean, he is a remarkable human being. I mean, I represented him for 3.5 years under the worst circumstances. And I was amazed sometimes at his ability to function as well. I mean, he was, in my view, he was one of our great presidents in his first term. And he did it. I don't know how he did it. I mean, he was under investigation and attack every day. The worst days for him were the days they attacked his children. And they would do it on purpose. They would leak every 2 or 3 weeks. The crooks that worked for Mueller would leak that they were going to indict Donald Jr. I figured out after the second one that they didn't have a case against Donald. I told them that, but it's still, they were doing it on purpose. They would do it because they were hoping it would create a mistake. Every 3 weeks, the Washington Post would say, there are rumors that Donald Jr. is going to be indicted. He never was indicted. After the second rumor, I realized that this was a game, and it was intended to break him down. Now, that a legitimate person doesn't do that.
Right.
The only person who does that is some kind of sadistic monster.
Mr. Mayor, I want to jump in and take you back to 2008 or so when you ran for president. You were actually the #1 Republican for the better part of a year. Do you remember the first debate? This is they're trying to make a big deal out of it. I have a feeling the first debate of a primary season isn't necessarily all that decisive. What are your thoughts on what's happening tonight? And do you remember your first Republican primary presidential
Chris
debate?
Matthews tried to take me out.
Oh, yeah?
He even admitted it after. He said to me, tell me the difference between the Sunnis and the Shiites. Because, as a mayor, I supposedly knew nothing about foreign policy. I said, well, Chris, do you want me to give you the historical difference or the current one? So he said, well, pick one. Well, I said, historically, it was a debate over whether the Grand Imam should be a direct blood descendant of Muhammad or he should be voted.
And that's the Sunnis, right? The Sunnis believe that there's a...
Yeah, and that was their original division.
Okay.
And then, of course, it became much more complex than that. And there's even a difference in practice. One is a much more rigid, very, very...
Sure. No. Mr. Mayor, it's all coming back. You knocked it out of the park. Hey, if
I know I did.
Forgive me, I got to bring it back to the situation, the arrest, tomorrow's situation, Donald Trump's arrest. There are 19 defendants Is there any talk, and I know Fannie Willis said, well, we're going to try them all together. Is there any, are you going to work as a team, all the defendants, join forces here, at least some of you, same lawyers, maybe same expenses, shared expenses? Anything you can tell us along those lines?
It has to, first we have to see whether it stays with her. I am pretty certain, Greg, that it's going to be removed. I'll file my petition next week or the week after. The 3 have been filed already. I've talked to the president this morning, but we're not supposed to talk about the case. Have to do it through his lawyers. I'm pretty certain, though, he will move to remove it. And so I think we'll be in federal court, which will make a very big difference. And I think we'll have a much better chance at a motion to dismiss, which we can all join in, of course. We would all join in a motion to dismiss. It's really the same infirmity for all of us. I mean, in different ways. He's being prosecuted violation of his First Amendment right to advocate for office. And I'm being prosecuted to exercising under the Sixth Amendment right to defend my counsel, my client.
Remember what I said, Mr. Mayor. One day you're going to get the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and I want to be at that ceremony. Mr. Mayor,
well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
To be continued.